Hello guys, welcome to our channel. So today we're going to be continuing with the battles on the mountain, and this time we have all of these medieval knights who are going to be battling against all the different factions. Starting with the Romans, let's go ahead and get this started. We have these guys over here, some pikemen, spearmen, some legionnaires with commanders up top. Over here we have some other centurions with our emperor and his bodyguards, and over here we have two knights and the Kngihts. Let's see how they do. We also have some gladiators to help them out. Starting over here first, we're going to see how good this battle is going to go. Over here I imagine it's going to go pretty well for the knights. They're pretty powerful units. Oh, it actually went very well for them. They're very powerful units actually. Really powerful they are. Still some soldiers over here, including this guy who is a powerful soldier over here, fighting on top of the mountain. The Cyclops soldier, the Cyclops soldier gets killed though. Now we're pushing this guy down the mountain with some power. He might actually drop. Yeah, there we are, he did drop. Let's see how the battle over here is going. It seems to be going pretty well. I think where's the emperor? I'm pretty sure the English king is still alive. I don't know exactly though. Roman gladiators getting pretty butchered over here. These guys, knights, are getting pretty surrounded, and that guy seemed to get bashed. Oh, where the king did die. Wow, we do have a lot of knights who are going to be coming down though. Okay, now we have these guys. They're pretty powerful units. Oh, that's a nice bash from the gladiators. The gladiators are pretty weak though actually. Oh, and these guys are getting gang banned. Knights are quite powerful as we saw over there, but if they get swarmed it's pretty much over for them. Okay, we have one soldier over here I think. Yeah, in our over here we actually have not that many soldiers I think. Okay, I'm going to get this guy down over here. He should figure out for us by himself, and this guy too. I really like getting stuck. I wish if I didn't get stuck this would be a perfect battle place, but they do unfortunately get stuck sometimes. Just going to drop him down over here. Okay, perfect. I think yeah, there's pretty much no way they can pull this off with the amount of health they have. Oh, wait a second, who is he attacking? Is there somebody who is dead? Oh, there we are. He is still alive actually. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. And that's one guy killed. He's trying to get the guy below him. Okay, that one does die. Okay, that was a miss. Lucky guy for him. Oh, that definitely wasn't a hit. That was a pretty good hit. Oh, he's getting ganked and he's stuck a little bit, and there we are. On to the next battle. Alright, so now we have the medieval army over here versus the medieval army. We have a bunch of these heavy knights, kind of heavy footmen actually, over here. We have some crossbowmen over here. We have two rows of armored foot soldiers and some hoplites. The spears are pretty good weapons, so there we are. Let's go ahead and get it started. Let's see how the first battle goes on top of the mountain. Oh, that's a lot of pushing, that's a lot of battle. It seems like the knights are going to win this one right now. However, over here, nobody knows for sure. A lot of knights are compact over here, pushing through behind them. It seems like the knights are slightly winning. Okay, that battle over there is pretty much won. Let's see how this battle is going. With the king over here, he's getting punched pretty hard. Oh, and the king went down again. Okay, this is not really looking that great, because the king is a pretty strong ally, and we also have some snipers back up. However, we do have a lot of soldiers over here who can definitely put out a lot of fire. And these guys are coming down pretty armored. They're pretty good soldiers. However, up against a lot of units, including some other units which survived the battle and then just got tossed down. Oh, this guy actually fell down. Okay, he's coming down. They are all coming down. They're getting pretty spiked. However, I think they are getting a couple of kills in. Oh, this guy is falling down. Okay, this doesn't seem to be going the best right now for them. I think they could do a little bit better. Is there still anybody like over here? Oh, this guy's actually alive. Okay, can we somehow get you out of this position right now? Probably. There you are. You're down from this position. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this isn't looking so great right now. Yeah, this guy is getting pretty peppered with arrows over here, and he did just die. And then we have this last guy over here who is fighting pretty strong, but I don't think he's going to get any kills. Yeah, there we are, on to the next unit. Alright, so now we have a tribal faction over here. We have a bunch of shieldmen and spearmen, a pretty powerful combo over here, with one commander over here, the tribal chief, who's got very powerful units. Over here we have a formation of spears with some bone mages, and over here we have a charge with some normal units with clubs and another chieftain. So let's see how this goes. This should be pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure that these guys over here will absolutely clobber these guys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's very easy. Okay, how are these guys doing? I imagine the chieftain is going to do a lot of work right here. And yep, he definitely did. He killed a lot of these guys. Now he just has to deal with the king, which is easier said than done. Oh, and there we are. That's a clean strike. These guys have all dealt with those guys and are just now coming down the mountain. We have do some spears for this guy. He can easily block them all. Yeah, he is a very good blocker. A very good slicer. Oh, he is laying down on the ground. This might be a bit bad for him. Oh, he actually did went down. Yeah, he can't really parry all that much now. Okay, however, we do have a huge number of knights pouring down over here to fight these guys. Let's see, will these guys be able to take all of these guys out? I'm not sure. The shields are actually pretty small, and yeah, that's a large area to hit them. However, they're still alive, and there we are. We're getting in there. We're getting in strong. Oh, that guy died. However, another took his place. That's a lot of kills. This is a very nice attack, so right over here. It seems like this is going to be the end for the tribal faction. We're killing a lot of them right now, but I think it's already too late. These guys have already swarmed them, surrounded them, and there we are, on to the next battle. Alright guys, so now we have some French generals over here, and next over here we have Napoleon, so let's see how this goes. I'm actually, I think, going to watch this right now. Okay, so let's see how these guys do. I imagine they are going to get pretty swarmed. Actually, let's go ahead and watch how this 1v1 goes out over here. Because I think this will be a little bit interesting. Napoleon is really getting swarmed over here though. Kind of gangbanged. And we also have some guys who are falling down to help him fight. He seems like he can't really get that many hits in. Oh, I think he is killing a little bit of them. No, we're actually still all alive. This is not really going ideally. Oh, and somehow he did go down. Oh, we have some more soldiers over here. Okay, this doesn't seem to be going very well. I think we might, the French might still be able to pull this back. Not sure though. A lot of parries going on, but not a lot of killing. It doesn't seem like this one general is going to be able to do it. And yes, he does fall down. However, there is this one general over here who I think might be able to pull this off. He's still alive. He's trying to parry him a lot, not really working out. I think he might get parried off the mountain. Oh, the king coming in to kind of help them, even though it's pretty much not really needed. Still trying their best, and there we are. On to the next battle. Alright guys, so now we have Athens over here with some nice spearmen, soldiers, and a general over here. And over here we have just some farmers to kind of hold everything back. Okay, let's see how this goes. I imagine pretty well for the Athenians. They're pretty powerful units. I think we might actually get wrecked over here though. They're actually still holding on. They're very elite faction over here. And yet, yes, they're still kind of alive. A lot of them have gone down though. The general, I think, is still going strong. Now it's just this one spearman, and that guy is dead. Okay, let's see. How is everything going over here? Actually, pretty bad, I think. The king is actually still alive. The spearmen are still fighting strong though. Pretty powerful units. Oh, and there we are, red victory. This king is really powerful though. These units are also too though. On to the next battle. So now we have some zombies. We have zombies over here with these guys and some more over here. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. I think the knights are definitely going to win this. They're pretty powerful units, pretty strong units, pretty dominant over here. Wrecked these guys. However, these guys might actually win these guys over here. Yeah, these guys got absolutely wrecked. The king though still holding strong. No, he got absolutely sucked. Okay, These guys are still holding a little bit. Now that guy's dead. Alright, so it seems like we have a lot of troops over here. I think... Oh, that's a lot of soldiers dead right here. Okay, and you better go ahead and get up over here already. Come on, guy. Can't really have any soldiers stuck anywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and see how this goes. Not to make sure everything is seen. Okay, these guys are going down. They have a high ground. They have a lot of kills right now, but I think they might actually start falling down soon. They're still alive. They're killing a lot of these guys. There's only a couple of really left. However, they are still killing a lot of them. This one long neck is pretty good. He got a couple of kills right here. Still alive though. Holding strong. I think there's only a couple of zombies left. However, the zombies are fighting with their hearts right now. I think these the knights might win this. There's only... Okay, I think there's only this one guy left over here. Pretty sure this is the case. There we are. On to the next battle. Alright, so now we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, so let's see how he does. Pretty sure he's going to do pretty well. That's a lot of units just gone off the edge. Okay, he's doing pretty well again, still fighting strong. He might get a little bit swarmed though and fall down. He does possess a little bit of low ground right now, which is not that great right now. He is pushing the knights back a little bit. He's also kind of trying to hide in the mountains. Okay, you stop hiding and go ahead and fight them. There we are, perfect. Now this is going to be a bit more of a better battle. He's using his force powers a lot. But now over here, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi going up against a couple of knights. The rest are soon to come. I believe again we're trying to get match him, but he keeps parrying them and using his force abilities. He's also getting pretty good parries in. I don't think if he's getting a lot of hits in the Kngihts here. Oh, he has to fight in the King. This is not going that great. However, he does use the force powers to kill a lot of these guys. Okay, now he's in the King, fighting with the King. Actually, I'm pretty sure it should be just a 1v1 against the King. I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan will win against if it's just a 1v1 against the King. We're seeing this right now. The King is holding strong. At least I think so. It seems that Obi-Wan Kenobi might win this 2v1 against the King and his knight. He's getting a lot of parries in, but I think we might overwhelm him. He does use his force ability to kill. Wow, he killed the knight and the king. That's pretty good. We have one knight over here. We have actually a couple of stragglers. It's always a little bit annoying that they can just keep getting stranded, but I think well, this will do anyway. Okay, why is it so laggy? A little bit weird over here. Alright, come on. Hopefully you don't die from this. That would be pretty bad. Okay, just come on. There we are. There we are. Okay, just stop collapsing. Don't collapse. There we are. Alright, Obi-Wan Kenobi is coming over here to finish off this last guy. That's a lot of parrying. Okay, that guy got took down. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, that I think this was legitimately very close. Yeah, he was the last guy, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was also too. And it just happened that he could go ahead and hit him and parry him. That was very close. Okay, on to the next unit. Okay, how about Anakin? Let's see if Anakin can do better. He still has the same force powers. Oh, that's a lot of them just went ahead and dead. He's also got the powerful kick ability, which might help him a lot over here. He's fighting them a lot though. Okay, a lot. He might be having a little bit of trouble. Oh, that's some nice kicks, and he always likes to kick his units, his opponents. Okay, he has a little bit of a low ground, which is pretty bad for him. It seems to be working out in his favor. Okay, he has the high ground over here. He's doing pretty good right now because of it. He has an hour force ability. He pushes all of these guys down. A force ability is really cool, but it also kind of just messes units up. Oh, he's enraged right now. He's going to kick them a lot, which is pretty bad for them. Kicking is a very powerful form over here. A lot of them are actually surviving his force abilities. Okay, are they all dead? There we are. Focus on these guys. Okay, what is going on? Oh, this is pretty bad for this guy. Come on, just get up. Oh, there we are, there we are. Come on, just get up. There we are. That's way better, that's way better, that's way better. There we are, alright, fight him. Alright, okay, come on, stop getting stuck yourself. This is pretty bad. He really needs to unstuck himself over here, otherwise this is not going to be that interesting. There we are. Okay, I think this is some serious bug issues over here. There we are though. Pretty good right now. How is this guy? Yeah, okay, I don't really get why he's having just so much trouble with this one guy. Just spin around, slice him up, dice him up, okay. Okay, now there we are, that's gone way better. Oh, look at this absolute clump over here. I don't know where the Emperor is. I mean, the King. Hopefully the King hasn't really gone down, that would be pretty tragic. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I mean, sorry, Anakin is really using a lot of his powers right now, and a lot of his slicing and kicking. Okay, all of these guys seem to be dead. Okay, why are all of these guys just getting absolutely stuck and glitched everywhere? There we are. There we are, okay. Finally. Where is the King? I haven't really seen the King. Hopefully the King is not dead. Okay, because this guy certainly is. Yeah, there we are. Okay, I really hope the King hasn't really fallen, because I don't know what happened to him. Oh, there he is. Alright, I think this is definitely going to be a 1v1 situation over here. I better get this guy down with his full health, otherwise it's not really going to be that fair. Okay, there we are. The 1v1, true 1v1 has begun. Anakin is really on low health right now, so this might not really help him that much. Oh, he's using his kicks. If Anakin gets a couple of good kicks in, this might be over for the King. He's getting dangerously close. Oh, what nice kicks. Yeah, the kicks are really powerful units over here. And he basically took no damage, and he did a lot of kicks. Okay, let's see who is left. I don't know, I believe. Oh, you're actually the OG survivor of the first attack. And you seem to be stuck. Okay, this is not that great. Come on, just move. Not really that great. Okay, I think the best well, I think this is pretty much going to be a victory for Anakin. Anyway, subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time.